show. Today, I have two lovely people with me. Ladies, introduce yourselves.
Hello.
My name is Diamond Wilson.
And this is J-Bay.
And today's topic going to be about negative ass energy and how to self-care. And self-care will be more than just, mental self-care. It's about how to clean your ass properly too. Self-care is about clean ass too.
Mentally.
Alright?
Yes, but mostly mental.
Yes.
Yes.
And
then the physical can come.
Now, we're not experts.
We definitely, just our opinions and suggestions.
And because we experienced it or seen someone else experience it. So.
But she said yes, correct. So pretty much, I'm gonna start off with asking each lady a question when it comes to how they ever experienced a negative person or a negative job atmosphere or something like that in that way. So Diamond, I'm gonna ask you, she's right next to me.
Okay.
Have you ever experienced a negative person or a negative work environment? If so, give us a nice little story about it.
A negative person? Yes, I did. Actually, in a work environment. I was working inside of a plant job, which it always starts at.
Them damn plants, boy, never lie.
Which it always starts at. And during the plant job, this lady did not like my spirit. She was like, "You have a heart of gold, Diamond, but everybody is not going to appreciate it, blah, blah, blah." And that lady got me fired.
Wow, so that negative biatch
Yes.
won.
Yes. And that was because she had more seniority than me.
That's
So
the
they
only
let
thing
me
about
go.
that plant shit.
Yes. I was like, I never experienced like a female being so jealous or, just hate me because of who I am. I'm like, you're in your 40s. I was at that time. Yes. I was 21 at that time, and she was in her 40s. I'm like, of course.
I mean 50, whatever.
I'm like, of course they're gonna draw more to me than you, because she was just so negative about everything.
Wore out.
Everything. I'm like, you got a whole husband and kids at home. Why the fuck you worried about me?
Because you took the hey, baby, you took the spotlight.
She like, all these people buy you food and shit.
Hey, free food is good for the fucking soul. Fuck y'all.
Motherfuckers, food is good for the fucking soul.
Shit. Fuck. I got a feeling you said
Well, I go through negative energy all the goddamn time because bitches just be hating me. I don't know why.
And so here we go. Same question for you, Mr. J-Bay.
I don't know. I feel like people just don't like. Some people just be intimidated by other people, like how you carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? Your demeanor, the confidence that you have in yourself. And people be irritable about that because they like that.
Yes, they don't know how to get to that point.
So they just like because people draw onto you more, they love on you more, and they don't like that. So they come with all this trying to be slick with this slick talk or trying to downsize you. You gotta make you feel less than what you really are. You know what I'm saying? And we call them toxic people nowadays.
Yes.
That's the word for toxic.
Yes.
But as right now, motherfuckers use that word toxic so fucking
Loosely.
much and
They use it like
loosely.
it's a game. Like
Right,
it's fun.
like it's fun.
But nowadays,
The fuck?
people desire those toxic people. They be like, oh, if you fight dudes or you break niggas' windows or whatever the situation is, oh, I want it. Like, what? Like, why would you even want something like that? That means that person is not comfortable with themselves. And they bringing that brokenness onto you and whatever you're going through.
Now you two broke motherfuckers just beating each other ass on a regular basis.
Like real recognize real, broken recognize broken.
And once that broke motherfuckers in the hospital or in jail, they want to change their life. They want to see the light and shit.
Yeah.
No, you could have been stopped that shit when red flags start showing in the beginning. Now you got a limp, they won't go away, or you missing a nipple, because your dumb ass been fighting this motherfucker for the last 2 or 3 years. So,
and some people lose themselves within a person as well because they've been with that person so long that they're used to that, that person. So if they leave that situation, they don't even know how to accept someone else, especially if they're positive.
like definitely, like start over.
Yeah. Like I said,
over.
because people don't want to start over. That's why they keep, and
they expect somebody to change that. going to change on their time.
And
so
again,
all that time that you, all that time that you spending with this person, expecting them to change, or you thinking that you're going to make them change.
Yeah.
Did you, like you say, you breaking yourself into years of cycles over and over again. So now you just spent 5 to 10 years in this relationship with this person. I ain't gonna say man or female. With this person. You know what I'm saying? To end up absolutely nowhere. Like time is so valuable. That's one thing that you cannot buy.
Amen.
You can buy shoes, clothes, all this stuff over and over again, but you cannot buy time. So why would I want to waste my time with you?
Yes.
What's that song?
But that's a healing. That's when you get to a healing point in your life. But when you get to, when you're in that stage of continue on that cycle of, oh, I'm going to be with him because I know he loves me and blah, blah, blah. And it's because a lot of times we become a product of our environment.
Right.
If you see majority of the time your mother, uncle, your sister, whatever, be in abusive situations, majority of the time you become either the abuser or the abused. And that's just what it is. And that, you know, it's a sad situation.
Yes, it is.
But it's like you have to leave that situation, and then they wait until they have kids. That'd be the problem.
But the point is when you become aware of it.
Yes.
So like you say, it's a self-healing process.
Yes.
But people don't know how to self-heal alone.
Yes.
They feel they have to do it with someone else.
Yeah.
You can't do it with nobody else because at the end of the day, you want to get it by yourself.
Amen.
With or without a man, with or without a woman. So it all starts within. You got to build yourself up mentally, physically to overcome shit. You should nobody take you out of character by what the things they do. So
But
you should be aware of yourself, period.
at the same time, they always want somebody to come in and heal them. No, that's nobody's responsibility.
They get
to come
paid for
in.
that.
I'm like, no, don't.
$100 an
add to
hour to
it.
heal a motherfucker.
I'm like, you're supposed to add to it. That person that come in your life is supposed to add to your happiness, add to your mental healing and everything. But they're not supposed to come in and do the whole job for you. That's not their job.
Like I said last time, in the black community, we are so scared to get therapy.
Yes.
It's okay, because that therapy can really break a lot of fucking walls down and help you find that light you need to keep on pushing.
Because you come to somebody who's not going to judge you.
Yes.
Right.
They
They don't actually listen and give you advice that they was trained to give you.
Yeah, but I feel like at the same time, we don't have enough people that have experience of what we feeling. Like, we don't have enough women or men that look like us that's in that type of field that's willing to understand, like, oh yeah, you dealt with a drug abused mom or dad, or you was homeless, or you was raped and molested. So it's just like you're talking to a brick wall, because those people don't really understand. They just, you know, they put you in this barrier that say, okay, we're going to give you medicine, and that's pretty much it.
Or no, not really. I disagree with you right there, because I know for a fact that a therapist is not going to just drug you to hell because you feeling depressed. They're gonna teach you steps to help yourself improve outside of that.
But those are the people that actually been through what you have been through. I feel like it ain't everybody that really understand where you coming from. Like, I feel like if you tell somebody like, oh yeah, I've been through rape and molestation, and you're telling this person that you kinda in a way want to understand how they.
I don't know what she put wild at demon. D-E-I-T-C-H. I don't know what she talking about.
But I just feel like they need to experience certain things. I just feel like it's better to understand or come from somebody that actually been through those things. And how did they get to that point? Because how can somebody really explain stuff to you if they never really experienced it? And I feel like that's where the black community is.
But they have an open mind.
Yeah.
They can kind of put their stuff in their shoes. Like, if I was in that situation, how would I handle it? How would I react to it? That's how they can get us. But they can't really experience the whole feel like the emotion of it based off what somebody.
And that's what somebody want, like the emotional aspect.
But they can't. That's something that you're not gonna get. Like, unless you want to put your soul inside his soul and let him feel it. You know what I'm saying?
But that's why I mean, like the experience. I just feel like we need to have more therapists that actually that look like us, that know,
so
understand
like
what we
black.
Yeah.
Okay.
That understand what we're
like
coming
from. I ain't gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that.
So pretty much what she's saying is, in my opinion, she's saying it's okay to get self-help, but it's just kind of hard to find that self-help that can really feel what you went through.
Yeah. That's
I sound educated and shit. I'm proud of myself. Go ahead, Jay.
You know what?
You just basically summarized what I just said.
Right.
So my question, anything else you want to add to this, or you want to?
You want to add anything?
No, it's bad, man.
So now I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Diamond. From what negative energy have you ever experienced at work or a certain person? You want to talk about
I
tonight?
just told you that already.
No, you didn't
I
actually say the
What-
actual person.
I don't want to expose people. So it's like,
It's okay. You can
I
stop.
mean,
It's
oh, no,
okay.
I do go through shit like that. But see, me, I'm.
But you
I
have to
know
say an
myself.
example of who you went through it with, though.
Okay,
You can
okay,
pick a person.
Now let's do this. The girl from Avis, when I worked at Avis.
You gonna put the job out there.
Fuck them, right.
Okay.
Fuck Avis.
So we working or whatever.
Okay.
So once her energy, you can always battle somebody's energy.
Yes,
Negative energy,
definitely.
She just like so aggressive, like I ain't like everything,
Yes.
like she chewing on her words.
Yes.
Like, damn, why you talking to me so aggressively? So basically, we kind of got offhand because she felt like she was working alone by herself. So when it was time for me to go on break, this is how our first conflict happened.
Okay.
When I went on break, I let her know I was going on break. She gets mad. For what reason, I don't know. So I come back from break, she's gone. She walked off the lot.
Wow.
What's gone? I'm not management. If you know what I'm saying, they know I'm going on break. They know that you over here. I let them know on the walkie-talkie that I'm going on break. The Karen girl is over here working alone. You guys don't send somebody over here for her. Going on break. Whatever they did, they didn't do. So I came back, she was gone. Hey, round two.
Oh, it's around two?
Oh, this is a nice
She comes
story.
back. She comes back. No, we already short staff. So she got the we gotta use the cell phone devices to return the card, check the cards in. But she's not checking in on cars. She just keep moving cars up or just walking away. So I asked her, I said, are you gonna help check in cars? Ma'am, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Don't say nothing to me. Okay. Left it alone. You don't gotta put me on your live.
Oh, damn. Okay, my bad.
Don't put me on your line.
So I'm like, y'all look at it, threw me off.
My bad.
You said something about, okay, the parking lot.
So,
yeah.
So so she gets mad because I asked her about checking in cars. Like, nigga, I'm out here sweating. You know, your sun burning and shit. And like, come on, work. So I guess she mad because I asked her about checking in the cars. So she felt like, bitch, you ain't my boss. Why you asking me anything? Do your job or leave me the fuck alone. It's kind of understandable. I kind of thought about it the same way. But bitch, we getting paid the same. And bitch, we here working together. I'm not about to be working by myself. So, once again, went on break. Came back.
She gone.
She gone.
She threw a shoe at that bitch.
Right.
She'll walk in her. I see that already.
Third time, come around. We back at it again. Now, the management told her to move cars. So now we like 4 or 5 hours in our shift. I'm doing overtime. So I think I was doing 10 or 12 hours that day. So she's still been moving cars all day. I'm the only person returning cars. So you know, when they return cars, they come and we had like 300 or 400 cars that return to this big ass lot.
Okay.
That's hard to maintain for one person. You know what I'm saying? I can't expect
Why
this
she
car.
moving cars and not helping?
My point is next to him. Well, management told me to do this. This is the point we got into it. Like, it got loud.
Did you hit the bitch?
Of course not.
I wish you did.
Yeah.
She probably be, she
Okay.
paid to type the press
Charge,
charge.
bitch. She definitely don't press charges and crime victim and all that crazy shit. But it's just the point that people just don't be liking you for you.
Yes.
Of course.
Women, especially nowadays,
Yes.
they don't know themselves. They try to find themselves in other women that they hang around with or they see on social media, and they just be coming off to you wrong. Bitch, don't be mad at me because I look better than you or because my ass is fatter than yours. Anything. That's not my point. That's what that you lack. You know what I'm saying? But you're not about to make me feel a certain kind of way because you don't have what I have. That I can't help that. I can help you feel better. You want a hug?
Sometimes they do be mental too. Like they just don't like your positive energy. Like they just be like, oh,
she
no.
just came off and she was just so aggressive and negative. I'm like, what is this woman so angry? Just totally angry for no reason.
That is exactly how it be.
And I still was being the peacemaker.
And I still be
Trying to be
smiling.
nice to
I'm
the
like,
bitch.
at the end of the day, I'm not about to argue with you. I'm not about to let you invade at all.
It just,
I'm going to continue on with myself as a positive light, and that's just what it is.
Yep. But people got to get it together.
So the rich she had said, what she said, my co-worker fired her. She said that, right? Remember that you bitch, your co-worker.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I'm just lost. I'm just listening.
So
You still don't like me, so just listening.
So my thing is, so what solution did you do to fix it? Did you end up did you confront her about her flaws? Like, how'd you fix it? And
I didn't even confront her or talk to her about it because she kind of person I can tell that you can't talk to without a third party being here. So I just took her kindness. I still was kind to her. Still spoke to her. I forcefully spoke to her about the job. Nothing else pertaining to personal issues or nothing like that. I made her so comfortable that the bitch had the nerve to ask me to bring her back home from the gas station on my birthday. After we done got into it 3 times.
yo, with kindness, how you do it?
Yeah,
And that's what I do.
I don't know.
I said, you want to get like, no, I brought me lunch today. I'm not going out. I'm just going to give you my car. Oh, I was going to ask you. Oh, okay, sorry. And next time.
Bye, bitch.
That's what you do. And people hate that. They want to get under their skin. They want to trigger you so you can seem like this angry ass person.
Like you just weak. Like, I'm not weak. Because at the end of the day, bitch, I gotta sleep by myself. I don't see you when I get off work. I'm gonna see you when I'm here. And I have a choice to be here, but you know how to fuck up my money because you got an issue with me. That's okay.
Yes.
You deal with that. That's something that you gotta deal with mentally. But I'm still gonna check these goddamn cars and check at the end of the day, this hour. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna laugh at your ass because bitch, you crazy.
Yeah.
You know, you really got some
People feed off of negativity though. That's their energy right there.
Because I know so many motherfuckers, if they was never in drama, they would probably commit suicide. Because they live and they feed off of drama.
And they live for other people.
And live for other, and that's the fucked up part. Do not base your life off of other people's and their actions.
Yes.
And that's what motherfuckers do so much now.
Yeah.
That it's just, it's retarded.
They want to copy everybody, especially this social media stuff. They want to do everything they see somebody else doing.
What song is that? I like that song.
Right.
Ooh, I got them same shoes, girl. I got them same shoes. Like, hey, dog. Hey, man. Shit, dog. I got that same motherfucking hat in my house. So I got that same pair of stripes. Hey, okay, good for you. Just don't wear what I wear. Motherfucker, damn. Fucking weirdo. You know, don't buy my style, motherfucker. Let me have my own. So get your own shit. Be your own person. Be your own fucking human.
But they don't even, they can't even do that because they don't know who the fuck they are as a woman or a man, because at the end of the day, they so used to everybody else commenting on their lives and boosting them, and they become those other people that's in their surrounding group. And you know, that's from childhood on up. And they don't know what they like. They like, oh, I like rap, but really they might like some jazz. They never freaking know.
And the thing about it is they be so fucked up mentally, they bring it back to our topic. They bring negative energy in any scenario they are in. Because they vibe is so fucked up because they know they are not what they want to be doing right now. What they doing right now, they don't want to do it. They don't have this grumpy ass look, be ready to go. Like, fuck that. That's why I drive my own car. I be damn, I be riding with a motherfucker. And that motherfucker's my ride home. They fucking bipolar, 2 chicks and come to. I don't like this place. I don't like this, but I'm about to go by the bitch. We just got here in like 20 minutes. What do you mean? I'm about to go fuck.
I do have a question though. How do you feel about all of this, like 50-50, 100, like in the household, like, you know,
I feel like it's stupid.
I feel
That's
like
what
it's the stupidest thing.
Because men and women are, that's why I say that they feel like they're in competition with each other.
Yes.
Y'all are one, motherfucker. What's yours is mine.
But
hold on. Let me put it's people. It's the mindset of people.
Yes.
Because you can have something, you want to go 50-50 with a person, not 50-50, but you want to have what they call it 60-40.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
at the end of the day, you got to think about it. A woman does have a lot to carry in her plate. She birthed me and children. You see, I say woman because I ain't speaking for myself.
So you talking about married or you talking about all in general?
All in general.
All in general. Nowadays, society's fucked up.
But
they don't live like the back in the traditional days. They just out here just fucking and sucking on everything that's wrong.
But that's because we don't really believe in or carry.
Yeah, they do because they date without.
Yeah, but I feel like
purpose.
I have asked married and I have asked single of people that lived together or that was married, and all of them said it was never a point of discussion, and that's where it goes back to it's a product of your environment. If you and your environment never really see your mother or dad really argue about who's going to pay what's going to happen in the household, a lot of times it's not up for a discussion. But I feel like with all this social media and females getting money from guys and blah blah blah, these females feel like, oh, I deserve it, I'm supposed to get it. But then at the same time, some men have had to grow up a little bit faster, so they're in the streets. And so they're in the streets, so they had to take care of home. They ended up being the man of the house had to take care of their mother and stuff like that, which is not bad. But at the same time, when they get out of that situation of repeated cycle, taking care of home, taking care of this household at 11, 12, 13 years old, they don't want to have to think like, oh, damn, I got to take care of you too now. You know, especially if they not at that point. Of course, women back in the day had to, stay in the house. Women didn't have rights back in the day. Right. But once it became a 50, women was able to work and stuff like that. That's what the fuck they did.
It's just like they dig their way into this hole.
Yes.
I'm a woman myself. I'm a traditional woman. But you dig your ass into this hole, this money gripper. So don't sit and get mad because your nigga want to be pacified. Yeah. He wants you to buy him a pair of new shoes, or he feel obligated for you to buy him this or buy him that. No,
but that's very true. Now,
cause bitch, you out here acting like they be out here getting spoiled by niggas, but that's not saying she's buying that with her own money.
At the same time,
and that's
like,
okay. That's fine.
Weird shit, but they do weird shit like that.
Yeah,
that's weird.
Yeah. But that's because they got somebody or people in their circle that make them feel like, oh yeah, nobody buying you nothing. What's going on? What they get your nails and hair and nails?
Like that's
okay.
He ain't buying
and that's
you
okay because those females
but
behind closed doors
he's
are
unhappy. I'm certain he not forcing you fucking and sucking.
Right, she's right.
So something that's equal.
They not.
So why do I have to do all this?
Yes.
Like, you
they are happy.
Give it up.
Those people behind closed doors that's talking about, oh, I'm getting my nails and hair and all this stuff done. A lot of them be unhappy because that man is doing that for other females.
And that's what makes negative energy.
Yes.
That makes women treat men a certain way and make men treat women a certain way. Mm-hmm. So pretty much y'all making your own drama. And men
says it's not like that though. Well, so what is it like?
Right, because it's also
your input on what we talking about.
Because it kind of is because at the end of the day, I'm looking at both parts. Women, of course, you want to get taken care of because you see maybe your grandmother and your granddaddy's situation. But again, women didn't have rights back then. Of course, there wasn't no such thing as working, and maybe that system worked for them.
But the government got us like that though. The government got this said that both the black household have to work. Because you see a lot of
But that's because it's not a lot of marriages going on. So of course you're gonna put you have to be put on government assistance, and to begin that you have to put somebody on child support because they gotta pay for that. The government ain't trying to pay for that, and if they do, now this person is in debt. At the end of the day, that's why I feel like, of course you can't really help if you have a kid by somebody and blah blah blah, but at the same time you can. You shouldn't have 4 different baby daddies by, type of situation. Okay, now you becoming a product of your environment.
Well, she said, I don't need no MF or man to take care of me. I can take care of myself. So, how about a man think a woman supposed to take care of him?
Now, I'm going to say something to that.
But see, you say that, and that's a cocky statement, okay? To be honest, don't no man want a woman that feel like that. It's not gonna need you for your money.
That's what I'm trying to say.
It's kind of cocky thing, you know what I'm I'm saying? You put me
But it's a such thing as too independent. You don't have to need a person for anything, but you should want them.
Right.
You know, to do those things. You accept those things. And that's something that I had to learn because I was that same way. Oh, I don't need a man for nothing.
Yeah,
I don't want that.
I still kind of is, though.
Yeah.
Right, they both were. I don't
But at the same
But I want to
time,
compromise. Though.
yeah, I wanted to.
I can be submissive to the right man.
Yes.
I know what kind of man I want.
Yes.
And what I'm looking for because I know what I want.
Because I know
You know
who
what
I
I'm
am
saying?
as a woman.
I'm aware of myself.
Yes.
So I'm not just when I see shit, I'm just kind of I play my role.
Yes.
You just be coasting.
Yeah, just because I'm like bored. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I know I ain't gonna take
But
it
it's not
serious.
mandatory. It's
Right.
not a mandatory
I'm
thing.
not putting my all. I'm not putting no effort into it. I may say little 2 and little 6 weeks in there.
I feel like this conversation shouldn't even have to be a 50-50 or 100 and stuff. It's based on your household.
That's true, but also I was raised in that household where the man pretty much take over.
Yeah.
When it comes to bills and payments and everything like that. I was raised. That's how I was raised. And my thing is with me, if I'm in a relationship and it's something serious, I'ma definitely step up. But I want honest truth from get-go. So think about this, don't hold shit in, don't be stupid.
Let me tell you how simple life is. All you want is a person with good intentions.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
Right.
Don't use me.
Everything
Don't
is so
use me.
And that's the
simple.
issue.
Yes.
But people are so
the men want to use women.
people be
Men,
in
women,
their mind too much.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
People
I
especially
be in
if
my
they
mind
be
all the
older,
time.
they be in their mind too much, and they
Yeah.
think of every different aspect. Like it's with this.
But sometimes, like,
instead of just having faith,
yeah.
you gotta have faith. You gotta take a risk.
But also
faith
you
will
have
fuck
to
you
see-
over at the end of the
but
day, though.
but
They
you know
childhood-
yourself because like me, I don't expect shit from nobody.
Same here. I don't think shit
don't.
about
If you do, I'm not gonna ask you for nothing.
And that's
'Cause
how
I
you
don't
get
know.
better off your life.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Now I don't feel disappointed if you
Yeah.
walk out my life because what's gonna
Yeah.
change if when you walk away? Not a damn
Because I'm going to
thing.
still have
miss-
everything
you miss
I
the box.
had
That's
when
it.
you
We
was
want
here.
this of being genuine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you want to, like, I think about her something today. You know, because she been good. She
Nice
Or
gesture.
just
like
because.
just nice little shit.
Yeah.
People don't do shit like that.
Nobody be like,
You
oh
gonna do
yeah, I
it
know
first.
you like flowers. Let me get you your favorite flower or your favorite color. Or I know you like this type of candy. Or your
Yeah, like
favorite
little shit like that.
stuff like that. I do appreciate, but it then is
They want you to
other.
buy a
Yeah.
fucking Gucci bag. I
Yes.
want a Gucci bag.
Oh, bro, I want the new
Bitch,
Apple
you
Watch.
want what?
I want them
Right,
new
girl.
Jordans that come out this Friday.
That's a affection
been
for
fucking
me.
6
Like I
months. Chill the
love
fuck
that.
out.
I don't
Like
care
nice
for that.
things like that counts. Because that means you pay attention to details.
Yes.
You observe me. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. People can be with you for a person
Yes.
10 years and don't know shit about
Yeah.
you. I tell a lot of females this. You go to the restaurant with your man, and your man goes to the bathroom, and the waitress come to place your order.
Oh,
Can you order
waitress.
your man food? Do you know what he likes to eat?
Do you know what he's allergic to? What he don't put on his
They don't know none of that
Yeah.
shit. So they too busy like, gimme.
Yeah.
Because they
And the vice
It's all
versa for
about
the men.
yes.
And the same
Yeah.
thing. Gimme my attention. And they don't pay attention to each other.
But a
So
lot
they
of
don't like
times
each
that's
other.
because people are not friends first. They don't know how to be friends first.
They want to jump into, I love
Yes.
you. I want to be with you.
I mean,
didn't know you
oh,
like
like
it's only
this
been
for
90
2
days.
weeks.
Damn, it's been 90
Life
days.
is too short. Like, okay, I understand life
Let's
is
make
too
let's
short.
make a little Pablo
But
right
get to
now.
know
Let's make a
that
baby
person.
now.
And I tell people also, if you want to be with, if you want to be with somebody, learn their childhood first, because a lot of times people still living in that
And
childhood.
bring their childhood drama
Yes,
into
and they
the
bring
relationship.
it into the relationship,
but
because
the
they
thing
never
is,
let it go.
But the thing is, right, but they say, if you know better, you do better.
Motherfuckers don't
When
know
you
better.
aware of shit that was fucked up and you know you don't like the way it makes you feel, this, and the third, do not relive that scenario. Plain and simple. If you, that's what I'm saying.
People never let go of their
They don't,
childhood,
and
though.
they try to use it as an excuse.
Yes,
Don't
yes.
use it as excuse. You
Yeah.
can't let that shit go or
Yeah.
be by yourself.
But people don't know even the first steps. I
That's
feel
what
like the
I say,
first
that
step
negative
is
energy.
admitting that
Yeah,
there's a
fuck
problem.
up everything.
That's
That
the
first step
negative
is admitting that there's even a problem. A lot of people don't even want to admit that there is a problem. Like they still have they have triggers. And then on top of that, people use smoking, drinking,
Drinking
sex
like a
over
motherfucker.
over all of it. And I'm like, those problems is going to be suppressed for like, what, 20, 30 minutes, maybe an hour. You go to sleep or whatever, and you wake up. That shit is still going to be on your mind. If not at the forefront, that's like,
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Start dealing with it.
And my thing is, motherfuckers don't need to get intoxicated to speak the truth.
Yes.
And that's one.
Need that courage. That's the
Liquid courage.
Christians.
Liquid courage can get you fucked up in the long run.
Yes.
If you pop off at the wrong motherfucker, you'll get laid on your ass. That's for men and women.
Right.
So my thing about it is, if you gotta get fucking lit every day of the week, 7 days a week, 24 hours of the day, to speak your truth and to be an actual functioning human, you need to go get help.
It's a problem. And like you said, therapy is, something that is important.
Or AA. The fuck?
Yes. Therapy is definitely something important. But a lot of people want to go to other people, like, and
your homeboy can't help you with
yes.
that. Or your homegirl can't help you with that.
Nobody can help you.
With that.
No. And actually, if you feel like you have to smoke literally 20, 30 blunts a day to even feel a high, or drinking, or it's a problem. You need to go get help. Seriously.
But some people use drugs to escape.
And
that's the problem. Like, you should be able to be in a sober mind to be able to function during the day.
But at the same time,
like, I smoke weed because I just like it makes me relax.
You can
at the end of a work day, a long work day, come home, take me a nice hot shower, or a nice hot ass bath, roll me up a blunt, sit right there on that motherfucking couch, play that music on that motherfucking TV, smoke having that
long as I have some music, I'm good.
I'm good. But sitting there just getting high, just
gotta wake up and
get high weed every day.
Every day.
All
day. You gotta buy pounds of weed just to feel something. That's too much.
It's addiction.
Yes.
Addiction.
Expensive addiction.
But people don't want to deal with their problems.
No.
Some people not have that intellect to deal with it.
They don't even know it is a problem because they're surrounding themselves around
people that feel like it's okay.
They do the same thing they do.
It's okay.
They do the same thing. That's why
I don't want to see them do better.
The image.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep them down like that.
Yeah.
And they know better.
Yeah.
I'ma help.
Yeah.
If I see my family, my cousin, anybody of them going down
on
a
dark
I'm
path,
gonna say something.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna let them take.
And like I said, the image, it just look better to have somebody that's broken just like you, so that you don't have to worry about that person looking at your flaws, because at the end of the day, you're both fucked up. That's just what it is.
And let me tell you my opinion. When my sister, like J Bay said, I'm gonna let the person know if they're doing something wrong. And me, fuck them. Because a grown ass adult knows right from wrong. If your dumb ass wanna still do that dumb shit, you going on 30 or you going on 60 doing the same dumb shit, you know the right from wrong. So my thing is, fuck you. I pray you don't injure yourself or injure anybody else, but fuck you, because you know what the fuck you doing. If you want to motherfucking lick rim tires on a regular basis, don't do when they dirty and filthy, well, bitch, lick them rim tires. Fuck it. You know better. You know that's dirty and filthy. You wanna fucking,
oh my God.
You wanna fucking lick a goddamn, lick a fucking dirty wall. Bitch, you know that's nasty, but you gonna keep it because you like it. So fuck it. Hope you wake up and hope you don't get hurt or sick from the shit. But if you do, too bad, bitch. I see you when I see you.
People are toxic though.
I run from toxic ass people now.
Somebody that just always negative. Like, why everything always going bad for you all the time?
Yeah.
Everything always fucked up.
Like, you always irritated, or you always bother, or you always upset.
Yes.
Like, what is going on with you?
I delete myself from that type of situation. I don't care how long we've been together. If I tell you something, and I try not to judge, and I try not to.
You turn around and say, "Oh, I'm happy, I'm this," but you just fucking 2-3 hours ago, you just was in your feelings.
You just
crying.
crying.
What is wrong with y'all? You bipolar, you need some help, baby. Quit coming over and saying that shit. Go.
They say those things because
don't
it sounds good. They say those things because it sounds good, but mentally and the soul, they don't feel those ways.
No, they don't. They
and I'm not gonna give you my fucking energy to make you feel better, and then we do the same shit the next day.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna waste my energy and my attention. I'm gonna check on you the very first time I see something wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to talk to you.
That's how you know, like,
you still do dumb shit, do dumb shit. I gotta let you go. I'm gone.
That's how you know that you are worthy of more than what that person is giving.
Some people you can't help. You know why? Because they don't want to help themselves.
Exactly.
Yes.
And when I only help people that I see that put in effort in themselves. I'm not about to want to change. That's trying. I'm not about to help you, this motherfucker that want to go out every motherfucking day. You ain't got a job.
Yes.
But you want to be out in the streets every fucking day. Hang with this nigga, that nigga, expecting him to give you this because you about to go chill with him.
And that's because of social media. Like, at the end of the day, they are so influenced. They don't have no other guidance. And again, like with the love part, how you gonna go out here and say this person loved me and this, that, and the other when you never really experienced it at the end of the day? How you gonna go out looking for something that you never experienced?
What kind of man they want? Don't even know.
They don't know. They don't even know what it consists of.
Well.
Because at the end of the day, men and women, we are human and we're going to fail. So if that person fail, are you still going to be by themselves? Say a person is temporarily paralyzed or whatever. You know, you can't have intercourse with that person. Are you going to still leave that person? Or are you going to stick with them and stay?
Watch them achieve the backstage.
Yes, go back to their emotions. It's temporary.
If you stick with somebody that's going through some shit and they actually trying to better their lives, and you actually with them to the very end of to succeed, they will give you this love
the whole
that you
world.
Probably won't ever experience again.
Yes.
So this is the thing. This is how we're gonna do this. What are ways to help people deal with them type of issues? What kind of some of us at the table are still going through our issues, and some of us, you know, have experience and live and learn.
Yeah.
So, what ways do y'all feel that you can help somebody else
now
self-heal themselves? Like,
only way I'll be able to is if they have acknowledged that there is a problem. That's the only way. Like, if you come to me and say, Diamond, okay, I'm ready to express the way I feel about me, not nobody else. Because at the end of the day, you have to worry about yourself. If you're not healing yourself first, then how the hell you gonna tell somebody else how to heal themselves? And like, if the person come to me and say, okay, Diamond, you know, I'm a fucked up individual. I just realized, like, I never let that rape, molestation, that abuse go in my life, you know. And like I said, the first person that break your heart is not that little childish little stuff. It's your family member. It's your mama, your daddy, your uncle, whoever it is that you feel like you can't confine in, that was supposed to protect you, and they didn't. That was your first heartbreak. So when a person tell you, oh, I'm gonna protect you, I'm gonna care for you, and blah blah blah, and they don't, you flip. You don't even know.
An evil motherfucker.
You turn into an evil person, and you don't understand why. And that's because those people that even is your family, they broke your heart, and you have yet to come back from that.
And what suggestion you get? What's your suggestion on them trying to fix their issues? Not to be negative. What can they
first,
do?
Therapy. Yeah, I say therapy, but also I get to a point where you handle things with a sober mind. You know, and I know it's hard for a lot of people. You know, like you say, you want to unwind, you want to calm down and things of that sort. But if you've been doing that, calming down and stuff like that, and it still haven't helped yet, then you need to tackle things head on. And then you can maybe do those things because you accomplished something. Don't be drinking and smoking and having sex over something you ain't even accomplished yet. Because those problems are still going to be at the forefront. It's going to be knocking on the door like, you're sober now, I'm still here. You know, and everybody try to run away from stuff. And I was that person. I've been single almost 3 years. And the person told me because they heard my story, they wanted to see me angry. And so he continuously cheated and blah, blah, blah.
Wow.
But I told him I'm done with that. I was that angry woman that didn't understand and, you know, that used sex as like, a
way to release?
Yeah, a way to release myself. But then it got to a point where I'm like, damn, this person, when I started to stand back and say, I'm the fucking problem. Because at the end of the day, we trigger each other. And I released myself from that situation. I started to see like, damn, this person is broken as well. And a lot of times people don't like to understand or like to be you know, at a sober mindset and realize you are the problem too. They want to blame everybody else. They want to use their childhood as an excuse. And sometimes it can be a problem, but you have to realize that you are the problem now. Don't let your childhood define you. It's a part of your story. It's a part of your story, but it doesn't define you. It has ability to be like, you know what, I've been through this, I've been through that, I've been through abuse, I've been through, you know, somebody touching on me, somebody that I trusted, and blah, blah, blah. But now it's time to, you know, become the woman or the man that I'm meant to be. But the only way that's going to happen is with a sober mind, though.
Yeah, he went there. He did that shit. Go ahead. Okay. Now, with me, I'm sorry, being rude. Anything else you want to say?
No.
You sure?
I thought you guys said it.
No, she asked us the question.
Yeah, you ain't got to say this. Add to
You
it.
want to add to it?
Hey, she's something.
I mean, she went deep in there. I can't touch that shit. Shit.
And it took me a long time to get to that point. I'm like, damn.
People don't like the thing. The whole thing of it is,
Yes.
people don't like to be alone.
No.
And let me tell you something.
Like, I've been alone.
Me too.
Like, but I've been single for 6 years. I have a, like, you know, you got little
Little
guys and shit.
situation.
Toys.
Like,
Yeah.
90% of the time, I am alone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I found peace within that. I'm content with that.
But I feel like we get to a
myself.
point, sometimes we do get to a point where we are comfortable. And sometimes we have to step out of that comfortable zone. Only because we get to a point where we like, you know what, I don't need no really nobody or whatever. You know.
Because of this podcast.
Yeah, I don't need nobody. You know, I can do whatever the fuck I want to do and blah blah blah. But it's like, you know, you want somebody. And you know that means something too. You don't always need somebody. You don't always need somebody to do things for you. But you want somebody to be willing to like love you for who you are. But first you gotta figure out who the hell you are.
Who the fuck is you?
And they don't be knowing.
They don't.
They
don't know nothing about you. They don't know what's your favorite color. They don't know the way your childhood was. And I told somebody that. They was like, how do you get to a point of healing? Start acknowledging those layer by layer though. You don't have to acknowledge it all at one time. But you can be like, you know what? I'm the problem. And a lot of people don't want to take. Nobody want to take accountability. Oh, it's his problem. It's her problem.
It's that bitch.
Yeah.
It's that bitch down the street. That bitch had.
It's social media. It's social media. But we have to say, you know what? Those people don't have control over me. Social media. That ex-girlfriend or boyfriend.
Exes are dangerous motherfuckers.
They are dangerous. But it's time to take back over your life so you can add value to you again.
Exactly. Now, with me, the way I handle shit, look, cologne, you look very nice. Look great. The way I handle shit is I confront it. I like when my grandfather had passed last year. I was in a dark, to the point I had to say fuck my job. I was that fuck. I still back my shit. I had my own, you know. I still have my shit together. But I said fuck that job. That job was adding more stress to me trying to heal from him passing. So pretty much I went solo. I spent about 4 months by my damn self, finding me, figuring out me, doing what I had to do. Meditate, like my fat ass meditate. I do a little bit of yoga, you know what I'm saying? Shit,
You get that leg up there.
Now ladies, now if you want to try some good ass origami sex,
Why you
let me
being
know.
weird to me?
You know what I'm saying? One hand on neck, other hand on leg. Bang, bang, bang. I got my mama house. Where your son at? But
One more.
Just one little one.
But I'm saying is, I spent time on myself and figure out who the fuck I was, what and how to become.
And you know this little small
And it's
thing.
okay to sit in the house and
Yes,
cry.
yes.
Get that shit out.
But
All of
also, I
this
feel like
thing.
as men, you are told from a child, like, oh yeah, don't be crying. You know, that's for sissies or that's for whatever little girls and stuff like that. You are human. You are okay to have emotions, and it's okay to have them. But I feel like the emotions they feel it turn into anger because that's the only way they know how to express it. And that's the problem.
To let God in their life. That's another thing. People with faith don't have faith, and that's the whole thing.
Yes.
It's everything you do in life, the steps that you make, the choices, is about faith.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have faith in yourself. You can't doubt yourself. And people don't have no faith.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they out
Like,
here.
I understand people want to question everything. Like, it's okay to
But
question
stuff, educate yourself.
Yes.
You won't have to question
Look
that.
it up.
Education is
You know
a
what I'm
beautiful
saying?
thing.
Go to the
Read a
goddamn
book.
library. Yes.
The
I
person
feel
that
like
is
these
out here.
libraries are going to close because it's like people got out of middle school, high school, because some of them didn't graduate. So they
I know a handful of them.
yeah, so since they didn't really graduate, it's just like, oh, I'm in the streets and that's the bad part
And
about
people end
it.
up taking your ass away.
But-
That
but-
nice-
But I feel like
That's the person
that,
that don't want
yes,
better for
They
themselves.
do not.
yes.
They don't want it. So they
You can
become
go back and
They
get
want
your
you around the
GED.
ball with
You
they out
can
here
go.
killing people,
And they feel
robbing
like
and
they
raping
don't
and
feel
whatever.
worthy of those things because they heard of one or two people that didn't need those things and became millionaires. But that might not be your path. That
Cause
might not
bitch,
be
you
your
can't
story.
rap. You can't rap, and baby,
You
can't
might
sing.
be good with accounting. You might be good with, doctor, medical
Everybody
things.
have a talent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody have you got
But
a purpose
people-
to be here. You're just not here
Yes.
to work,
Yeah, it's a perfect.
sleep, and do
Right,
all this.
right,
You know what I'm
remember
saying?
that.
Yes.
You have a purpose.
Yes.
So people gotta find their full potential.
Yes.
Step up
But
to
not
the comfort zone.
because somebody told you your position.
Find out your damn
Yeah,
self.
find out in yourself.
Yeah, you gotta
What you
find
like
it.
to do?
Yeah. Yeah.
People got a lot of time. I know how to draw. I know how to draw, do hair, little makeup here and there,
Yeah, she does.
and whatever I want to teach myself to do.
Yeah.
You learn how to tie your shoe, right?
Damn
You learn
right.
how to read.
Damn right.
Sound like you got this.
ABCD.
It's something that they want to do.
Right.
Find what's passionate that you want to do. So when you go do it, every day is fun and it's something-
Everything
you
don't gotta
bring your
be.
creativity
Yes.
out of you.
Yes,
Because you
that's
know,
the
you love to
thing.
cook. I love cooking.
I love
That's
to eat,
something that's
baby.
passion that you do.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's the field that you should want to take.
Yeah.
Pause 1 second. Diamond, you can cook.
Yes.
What's your best dish?
I love.
Food moment here. Sorry.
I love pasta. That's my.
Oh shit!
I make my
Lord
sauce
Jesus.
Oh
from
my
scratch.
God.
I make my sauce from scratch. I love pasta.
I am a fat black Italian.
This
I
child
am a
love
fat
pasta.
black
I
Italian.
love pasta.
I
That's
do
my
too.
problem now. I need to go to the gym because
Look here, let me tell you
It
something.
would not be good together.
Let me tell you something. No, I
Because
will.
y'all be eating pasta all day because either one of
Trying
y'all
some
say,
shit,
no, we
yeah.
can't eat this. Both of y'all like, okay, come on, baby. You make Sunday? No, I'm gonna make Sunday. I'm gonna make Sunday.
They have this perfect aged Parmesan cheese on this pasta. You gotta try it, baby. You gotta try
with
it.
the sausage and the
Y'all
shrimp
be
and the
traveling to Italy. Go get
chicken.
y'all
Yeah.
some cheese.
You know what I'm saying?
Cheese and
Trips,
shit.
baby.
And I put
Trips.
the little steak on the side,
Hear that shit?
with
Y'all
the
hear
bell
this?
peppers and the
Now
onions.
look,
with it.
to the
Hook
man,
it up. Hook it up.
to the man,
To the
that-
Craig on the
hold on,
head.
I'm gonna got a statement before we go back to our topic. To the motherfucking men who lost this woman in their lives, y'all niggas dumb. Cause she can cook and she all polite and shit and wanna treat your raggedy ass nice and shit. And you gonna play games, motherfucker. You don't deserve it. You deserve a goddamn fucking baseball bat,
I
bitch.
can't say one of my flaws is not being emotional enough.
I ain't gonna go there. We happy.
Yeah, I'm
What
not.
goes on the inside?
Yes,
That's it.
it's Sagittarius.
You said serious?
Yeah.
Y'all little feisty things.
I
But
told her
that's the
that. I
thing-
told her.
That's the thing, though. I don't know where it is in me. I haven't been triggered enough to even show that. Besides when my granddaddy passed away, I was an angry ass. So I
Man,
was
when you lose some
I was
grandparents, that shit hurt.
flipping
It does.
stuff.
It
I
does.
was tearing stuff
It
up.
hurts bad.
But I was like, you know what? I had to get to a point of healing. I couldn't
That's what I
continue to be
did,
that
yeah.
person. So when I met someone actually, and she was the same sign as me, and she flipped, I said, oh no, like that's
Like, damn, bitch, you scary. Oh my god.
Right.
Right.
I'm like, damn, that's what people talking about, or whatever. Cause I displayed that in my senior year of high school because I didn't know how to really show emotions because my granddad was military, and so I didn't know how to display emotions. I didn't know because I was trying to be there for everybody else.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? Let me get a boyfriend. But again, broken, recognized broken. He was broken, and I wanted to be with this broken person because at the end of the day, I didn't want to look. I wanted to look at a reflection of myself, and I didn't want him to be like, look at me and realize my flaws. Right. And we just, at the end of the day, we just was clashing. That's just what it was. But once it gets to a point where I'm like, okay, now I can't continue to be angry because it was sucking so much energy out of me. When somebody,
negative energy, producing
yes,
negative.
like at
staying on top of the day, dog. You hear that shit?
Because at the end of the day, like when somebody is speaking negative towards me, or I'm constantly having to hear negativity, it caused me to just be drained. Drained, like my mental, I'm at a standstill. Like I'm in a daze right now. Like my brain can't function or nothing when it comes to negativity.
Oh, you a good one. I'm dogging motherfuckers.
That is the reason why, like, I don't invite that around me anymore. Like, I live in Waterford, and I love living out there because I know people are gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I ain't coming all the way out there."
I'm saying with you. I got the same mindset.
I love it because I'm like, "Oh, you ain't got a license. That's what's up."
You know what? I come to you.
The whole damn pandemic, everybody had a motherfucking license.
And tags too.
It's too much money.
Too much money out here for you.
Only fans are fucking gold miners.
What the hell? Y'all here buying scooter pads and goddamn
BBLs, and y'all ass still loose in the stank. You stankin' booty, bitch. You gotta do that. This like motherfucking old ass fondue this leaking shit. You ass still bitch. Yeah, I finished, bitch.
I think said fondue, old ass
Motherfucker.
Yeah, issues, okay?
You act booty, bitch.
Yeah, you out here getting BBLs.
You know what I'm saying?
Big booty. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy though. That's something we want to have to talk about too.
Oh yeah, I'm planning on doing that. But look,
Lord Jesus.
So I'm gonna make it quick right now on my suggestion how you can heal yourself from cut off negative motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is, if you talk to them that first time, you know there's something wrong with them, they give you that little dry ass response, like, oh, I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then you hang out again and do that shit again. You cut that motherfucker off.
Amen.
That motherfucker gonna bring you down.
Amen.
Because I'm a very empathetic person, so I can feel a person's vibe from just talking for 5 minutes.
Amen.
And that's my downfall. And when I was in my early 20s, I hung around some whack ass, toxic ass people I knew was fucked up, but I didn't want to be alone.
Right.
I was chasing,
Like you need friends.
I needed friends.
You need people to be around.
Man, last year when that regular bitch Rona came out, Big Daddy Jack said, fuck everybody and love yourself. But pretty much, if you can help somebody or try, they gonna do the same shit. I hate to say it, cut them off.
See, everybody want to be in the spotlight.
Yes.
You got 24 hours in a day. Like me, I'm a detailed person. I break everything down to
all four corners.
Yes.
That's how I stay on top of my shit. You know what I'm saying? I put my priorities first.
Yes.
I put me first. Because at the end of the day,
It's only
you
one
ain't gonna work for me.
Yeah.
She ain't gonna work for me. Nobody ain't doing nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? So I have to be healthy and equipped to do whatever.
Because if anything was to happen, you be the one that's trying to survive that, that hurdle and everything.
Nobody else. So I'm not about to sit here and sacrifice or jeopardize my shit just to
I'm going in.
feed into you or being a or you okay?
I'm going in. I'm ready. I'm waiting. You feel like go in. You ready?
Go ahead.
Self-care. This is the fucking part 2 of this damn topic. Self-care. We talking about mental and hygiene. Alright? Because I know a lot of motherfuckers that's in their 30s feel like they motherfucking 2 years old and just shitted themselves. And mentally, I know a lot of crazy motherfuckers that need to actually look into health and read the Bible, okay? Now, I'm gonna lead this self-care shit because I'm fat. And my big people, my 250 plus people, men and women, they look at us like we stink. Okay? Not me, you know what I'm saying? I've been sexy, fuck that, you know what I'm saying? I'm being sexy for a reason. But my other big people, carry yourself like a clean human being. Don't go walking with a goddamn t-shirt with a hole in it or your stinking ass drawers you have for 3 days still on your body. Look like a fucking human. Wash your ass. I know it took a long time to get every body part, but that's why God made 24 hours in a day.
People
We can wash our hands.
People don't go to work. They probably don't brush their teeth that day because they know they ain't leaving out the house.
Mm-hmm.
Or they sit on the house all day, don't wash their ass and shit. Don't get me wrong, hygiene. That's why I feel like the virus is spreading like the way it is because people don't really
Tend to their hygiene.
hygiene like that. I see people. I work in fast food restaurants. I see people come in there,
And I worked at
touch the door,
Plant.
touch the money in his pocket, which his money could have been on stripper's ass, a dead person, or anything this money has touched. You touch that, you get your food. I see you take the hot dog and smash it all in your mouth.
No hand sanitizer.
I'm looking at him like,
nothing.
damn, look at the nails.
Yeah.
Look at the nails, like, filthy as hell. Like, poor, and it's sorry to say, but these men out here,
And hold on, these women too. Cause
I don't know.
Cause I have a
But I know
story
these
time.
men out here.
I have a story time. I'm talking to
I
But I also feel like that's another thing, a product of your environment. If you never seen that shit probably growing up, and even though you as an adult, you should know better than
common
that.
sense.
Common sense, but common is not
so common.
Not so
common
nowadays.
Right.
So
Shit.
you surround your people, and if y'all all just around like not seeing y'all take showers, you know you got the yuck mouth or whatever the situation is.
Oh, let's not talk about that yuck mouth.
They feel okay because at the end of the day they never been taught that. You know, like females with putting a whole bunch of soap, you know, down there. You know, they don't know how, and that's because they wasn't taught. You know, guys, you know, they like, oh, you're just being a boy, but it's like, no, you need to show that boy that he needs to take a shower. That's just what it is, or take a bath. You know, you already setting the wrong example when you don't teach them how to properly do things, because that female could be taking a shower every day, but because she put soap down there, it don't smell like it. You know, because her pH balance is thrown off.
That bitch broke. Now her pussy
And that's just what it is.
That nigga said that her pussy
Or
making
some people that you know you don't have the right deodorant. You might need something a little bit stronger, and they don't realize that.
And for my fat people,
You don't smell your ass.
do not
You don't
get
smell yourself.
debris.
Smell
We have to
yourself.
use
Yeah.
Old Spice. Old Spice is the best for us big people.
Yeah.
Old
But that
Spice
they say-
deodorant.
Because that could be your household. Because some people's households don't smell the best.
Right, 'cause they got all
And they're
property
immune
down
to
one
house
that
smell.
smell. They're
And
immune
they smell like
to it.
house. That's
Yeah.
like you smell like house.
So what? Eric, give us 2 ways they can change that shit. You go first, J-Bag. How can they change that from mental and body of smell?
Go to your local Family Dollars, Walmart, Miners, pick up some cleaning products, some Bath and Body Works,
Extra
all.
strength soap.
body scrub, anything.
Not mentally. They mentally take care of themselves.
You should want to wash your ass. It's that simple.
Oh, like on
Shit.
everyday lifetime, so if they feeling down, they pep themselves up. Give them a suggestion.
Do something to make them happy. Turn it
Get a
into
hobby,
music.
yes.
You know what I'm saying? What's gonna bring joy to you to give you a little energy?
Yes.
Speak some value into your life. I feel good. Let me stretch.
Nah.
Get my ass up. Get up feeling.
Diamond, what about you?
What ways can I help? Well,
First with body odor, then the other ones with motherfucking mental.
Yes, girl.
It's a pause for
You
me.
gotta tell girl, mama gotta wash their ass. Bring your ass around here, musty and shit.
but I feel like it's one of those things where check yourself.
But it's
check
big on,
yourself.
it's on real shit.
Yeah, because it's
people
like
out here
bleach,
having
like bleach can be.
sex a lot.
Yes.
They don't.
Yes.
No, seriously. That's
Yes.
some serious shit.
And they semen can be acidic, too acidic. And you allow that into you, and now it's thrown off. So it's
If
like
you have multiple sex with all these
Yeah.
people, that's just disgusting.
So
Yeah.
you need to bathe together, then try
If you
fuck.
be wanting to you anyway, like you got a stench down there.
yeah.
Yucky.
So I mean, 'cause so now you know, if you don't know, if you don't know,
I do too.
if you don't realize,
or their butt smell.
That bad odor.
yeah.
Like, piece of
Go
wet
take
wipes
a,
in
I mean,
like a
big-
woman, she can y'all carry them big ass bags. Put some fucking feminine wipes in that bitch.
yes.
Women should always have these things.
I
in
do.
their purse. Hand sanitizer, some
Yes.
gum, napkin,
Yes.
a fingernail file.
I
and
have-
some-
I have
a
wet
little
wipes.
pocket
I
mirror.
haven't wet
Wet
wipes.
wipes. All that stuff should be in
And I
your
was
purse.
and I'm a grown man. I keep them goddamn wipes in my bag.
Yes.
I like a good wipe
Amen.
ass. That's
Especially once you do the number 2, you
Right,
gotta have
right.
it.
Exactly.
Around with dry, crusty residue on your ass and shit.
All right.
Like, what's that booty smell? Like the
Yeah.
like the I'm like, I keep smelling ass.
And
I went to the baby
and what
dog,
made
he
me-
smell nothing like ass.
And what
Bro,
makes me
it's
mad?
here.
I'm gonna ask her.
Cause it's almost like bleach. You know how you bleach your house and you smell it inside your nose, but it ain't everywhere. It's stuck in
In
there.
your nose, right.
So it's just like I feel like with certain people, they don't realize they smell the way that they smell because either their circle is like that.
A bunch of stanky motherfuckers.
Yeah, either they circle is like that or they household smell like that.
Yeah. Telling the truth, like you stink.
Yeah.
I look, and when they get home, I had a motherfucking mud panties. All that dirt with a little bit of period blood from 2 weeks ago on their damn panties. You nasty bitches. Motherfucker.
But
You got that
also,
blood
what we
thing.
have to also think about the people that be in depression because sometimes they can't get up out
You
of
stay in the
bed.
house.
Yeah, they can't get out of bed. They can't do
Stay in the
nothing.
house.
Maybe a bad breakup, whatever the
Fuck that. Stay
situation
gonna stay in
is.
the house.
But you gotta be that one person that come to them and maybe even have to show them. Some people, like I said, childhood is still within them.
They just need good people.
As
in their
adults,
life.
yes.
They got horrible people.
Not
in their
somebody
life.
that's going to judge them, but someone that's going to help them when they're ready to be helped.
Yeah.
Them.
Right.
Now mentally. Now I'm going to my story time to end the night.
She got this.
You said,
Yeah.
you said, oh,
Yeah.
she did. Okay. Now, when we talk about hygiene from a story, I had went through this personally. 2 years ago, I worked at Chrysler. I'm from SHAP, Sterling Heights Assembly Plant. Shout out to my SHAP family. You know, I made friends on the line. I had cool people. Nah, this motherfucker is a bum. He's a bum. All right, this nigga's a bum. And you almost 30 with no car. So you want to go to a group event, and my nice stupid ass, I gonna pick you up. I got you, dog. Should went my damn self. Fuck that motherfucker. I go to this motherfucker house. And this motherfucker gonna take your time coming to the damn door. So he said, come on, man, come in the house. I come in the house. Cool. I got run in the basement. I said, okay, mama's boy. Nigga, you 30 with your mama, you in the basement, motherfucker? You know, and then you got that fucking nasty ass house order. In fact, that fucking basement is the fucking probably everything from the bathroom is in that fucking basement. You sleeping in filth, nigga. So his mama, I'ma call her Miss B. Miss B bring her funny built ass downstairs, stumping, you know, and instead of her saying, hey, how are you? She said, who is you? I said, I'm a friend, your son, whatever. Oh, okay. And so it's like, you want to sit down? I said,
No, it's gonna get in my
get in my clothes, my clothes.
the fabrics of my
Right,
pants.
exactly.
My
So,
ass gonna stay.
But I'm a gentleman, so she said, I said, so look, you know
Get that
what I'm
whip.
saying? Can I get on house
You
thing?
know,
But
if
Because
you
it's on the fabric.
If you're on your fucking
Yeah.
taste
stuff in your
buds
throat
and
and
shit,
shit.
you be want to spit. I'm like, ugh.
And
I ain't
so,
out here.
so I sat down, being a gentleman. She said I could sit down. I sat down. So when Miss B, see, I'll never forget that goddamn. It's 4:00 p.m. This bitch had a nightgown on. It was a motherfucking powder blue nightgown, had it from Walmart with flowers on there. When that motherfucker set her nasty, she had to be 60-something-year-old ass the fuck down. It was like a compact of mixtures of funk. We had the sweat, we had the pussy, we had her ass. It's like this bitch wiped her ass to her pussy. How your pussy smell like shit?
Oh my
When this bitch said,
Oh, no.
hold on, wait a minute.
Oh, no.
When that bitch sat down, and that bitch gave birth to that ball of funk, everything tightened up. I was
What the hell is that?
I couldn't breathe. If I breathed, it was my
Clogged
throat.
up. It was
My body said, squeeze. Save the fresh air you have in your lungs before you breathe that shit in.
Or before you have to swallow it, you have
Thank
to
you.
swallow it.
And when she sat down, I stood up. I said, I'm gonna go to the car. She said, okay, baby. Tell him I'm in the car. And as soon as I'm leaving, her look, right. I hit that goddamn door. I was like, you know that song you be hearing on the commercials. At last, my nose can breathe.
All right, now. Can we get witness?
Because that bitch had my eyes watery. She made my body say, nigga, leave. But all I'm saying is, bitch, you 60 years old and your pussy smell like something from a fucking local garbage dump. So I'm saying is, tell your son to don't speak on me. Don't speak on me. Speak on your mama's dirty ass pussy, okay? Because you make all this so-called Chrysler money, but buy that bitch a new pussy. Her shit broke.
All right, now.
All I'm saying is,
Amen.
Okay.
Amen.
shout out to my Shaq fan, but long story short, nigga, your mama strange. Anything else that's in the night tonight? Any quick little messages or anything we end tonight?
I feel like one message I have to say
Go
is
ahead.
for the people that live in a negativity. Start acknowledging those problems so that you can get to a point of healing. But long as you continue to suppress, you're
Yes.
never going to heal, ever. So start acknowledging, and you will be okay.
J Bay, anything in the night?
No, I haven't said enough. I haven't laughed so hard. My stomach hurt.
All right, everybody. That is the show from Jack of All Topics with my lovely guest Diamond and my lovely co-host.
J-Bay.
So, ladies, give these people a lovely good night. We're gonna end this bitch, all right?
Good night.
You guys gonna say something, J Bay? Damn, leave them up for the crowd. Hey.
Oh, good night, y'all. Peace out. See you next time.
See y'all next week. All right, good night. Happy. All right, y'all. That was a wrap. It's only 8:53. We did a good time. Oh, it's just black in this bitch. Uh-oh.
It's over.
It's over.
Say,